Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome back to SOW, Norfolk, Virginia, live on YouTube. We ask that everybody like, comment, share the stream to your social media page, to your contacts. This is the way to get the algorithms up. You know, we gotta outdo Juicy right now. You know, make sure that we get the right algorithms. That's right. We also appreciate the brothers and sisters that have been helping out with the school. If you had made that commitment, if you did make that vow, please, once again, we are coming up to that time. We do need your help. We appreciate your help. If you would like to help, if you have been benefiting from the classes or anything that we've been doing, please send your alms to 757-300-4047. Once again, that's 757-300-4047. That way you can sell it. Just make sure you write in the memo what it is for alms, offering, tithes, whatever you say is going directly into the school. Keep it up, the rent paid, the lights on, the internet. This way we can continue to do the work of the Most High. Don't forget to check out our other schools. We have SOW, Stream of Wisdom, Houston, with the brother Zion Knowledge. We have SOW Houston with the brother Quadazar. That is correct. SOW Houston with the brother Quadazar, Priest Quadazar. We got SOW Rochester with the brother Priest Zion Knowledge. And don't forget the brothers out in San Antonio, Award, Higher, as those are Sword of Truth. Don't forget the brothers out in Albuquerque with the brother Aisha Watazar. And just you got the Podbean. How many of y'all been checking out the Podbean classes? You get a chance, if you're in the car, check out Podbean. We got the brother Mashaba, Priest Mashaba, Priest Bonapad, Priest Nagaya, Priest Tazapad. So we got just tons of streams, tons of avenues to just submerge yourself with the wisdom. Also, if you want to support, don't forget to check out Sweet Ambiance, sweetambiance.com. You can get your essential oils, apothecary, skincare, hair, beard, you name it, custom and essentially made by the brothers and sisters in school. Also, don't forget to check out Looney Lasers, Chosen Creations. All of these are just our avenues where we keep brothers and sisters together, allowing the finances to help support the school, so that we can endure to the end. So, if you do feel a part of the school, find a way to support. All right. But so Friday, we occasionally get into the questions. So we're gonna open the floor for questions. We're gonna make this a question class. So have you been studying? Okay. So brothers and sisters should have some questions, right? Should be a good one, right? So we're gonna open up the floor for questions. Make sure you share the link. Let me check to see what's going on YouTube land, because chat lives do matter, right?
Right, and Aaron, you had a question, right? What was this question?
And being a Hebrew and you meeting a woman, what are the first things you're supposed to do? As far as, not first things, but how do you carry yourself? Not being worldly. Like, I know certain things you're supposed to do other than just like smashing or passing or doing all these other things. So how do you walk this better life in doing it the old man way?
Gotcha. That's a really, really good question. I would think, let's start from the first step, is to understand how you get a woman, right? I don't know if they heard them online, but if you heard him online, his question is basically, how do you get a woman, being a Hebrew Israelite, that's going to differ from the old man? I think the first step is understanding that the Most High is going to give you a good woman. See, a lot of people don't believe that. They don't believe that the Most High will supply that want. He will give you what you need. Because we're so used to, I got my job, I got my house, I got my credit score up, I took care of me. When you say give you a woman, like God is gonna like pull out your rib like he did Adam and Eve. See, they don't understand. Like when we went over Genesis, it didn't have nothing to do with the rib. It had to do with the Most High supplying a woman out of his kindred. So that's how the Most High works. And let's start there, and then we go to the next step within that. But let's go to Ecclesiastes. Go to Ecclesiastes 26 and 26 and 23.
Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, 26 and 23. I'm going to say that again. A lot of us do not believe that the Most High will supply you a good rib. So, read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
A what?
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Right. So, you do receive of the Lord, right? And you do get what you put out. You do. That's what we got to realize. Like, you can't be wicked and then act like, oh, I'm going to get a righteous woman. It don't work like that. Because what happens when you get a woman, any kids in here? What happens when you get a woman that don't like anal and all you love doing is anal? From a worldly perspective, not in here. We know y'all shouldn't be doing that. We're going back into nigga mind. You don't want to. You like anal sex. When you get that woman that don't like, that never did it, what do? What do they say you do to them in the world? How do we deal with these women? What do you do?
Turn them out.
You turn them out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't no like, well, she's a righteous sister, I ain't gonna do that. You like, shit, I'm gonna make it fit. So you reap what you sow. That's what you believe in. Like, you get this righteous thing, you're just gonna turn it out. So knowing that you're not gonna get anything, like brothers are like, well, like you asked it. You're like, so the Most High is gonna bring you to it, like she was just gonna walk in and say, he's the one. She was gonna walk in with white robes and things of that nature. It don't work like that. This starts with your mind understanding how to do the things in righteousness to receive a righteous woman. Because we all, at one point in time, had a good girl. Right? Where's she at now?
In the streets.
Because you had part in turning her out. You might not have been the only one. I'm just saying, you had part in turning her out. So this is what the Most High is reminding us, that what you put out is what's going to come back, right? Go ahead and read that.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Yeah. I mean, they believe in that concept in the world, right? What you put out in the universe comes back. They don't understand it's a biblical idea before it's this whole quasar madness cliche, that fortune cookie idea that they believe in. This is literal, like, what you do is going to come back to you, right? That's why, everybody knows this, and that's why we always use these examples. If you're a drug dealer, your girl most likely is going to be okay with those things, right? You're a biker, right? Or else she's going to not be your girl. You're a biker, she's going to identify with what you like and what you're about. Because you put that out and you attract people in that circle, right? Darkness attracts darkness and light attracts light. So if you want to just separate all the little, he's a gangster, he's a drug dealer. If you're darkness, you're going to pull dark things to you, right? Dark friends. Your homies is going to be dark, right? Exactly. And if you're about the light, you're about righteousness, you're going to pull those things to you, right? You're going to be around it. Like, which one of y'all sitting in the truck house? None of you, right? Because you're here, right? Which one of you celebrating Halloween? You got your lipstick on for after class? You're like, man, I'm gonna be an Indian. Right? And you're gonna go up there and just put it all on your face? Or I'm gonna be, I see walking down, a dude dressed like a woman. No, you're an Israelite, so you don't even mess with that. So see what's happening, the Most High is separating that old mind to the new mind. So know that it's you in the Spirit of the Lord that's pulling the things to you. Right? So you said it perfectly. It's up to you. It's up to your old mind being cast away and coming in the new mind, or you trying to mesh the old and the new, because that's what a lot of brothers try to do, right? They try to mesh the old and the new. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but what? You know, it don't say nowhere, thou shalt not do anal sex. Thou shalt not smoke blunts. Thou shalt not hit this crack pipe. So then I'm good with all that. Yeah.
All right, what if her religion is sort of similar but different? Like,
Well, I'm gonna answer it. I'm right with you.
Yeah.
I get you. Let us go through it because this is gonna answer all of those questions in there. Watch, finish.
But a godly woman
Right?
is given to him that feareth the Lord.
See, a godly woman is given to him that fear the Lord, right? Right, exactly. A godly woman is given to him that feared the Lord. So it's brother, it's gonna answer all of that. It's gonna answer, what about if she's half-assed? That means you're half-assed. If she's double-minded, you're double-minded. It is a exemplified version of you.
So what if you
So-
try to correct those things?
Huh?
You try to correct those
Then you're not gonna welcome them into your circle.
so we just gonna clash.
No, it ain't no clashing. You're not gonna welcome into your circle,
So you gotta
period.
get rid of her.
No, they ain't no get rid of her.
You know what I mean?
You have to go through steps,
Yeah.
The step is social media or phone number. Once you find out what she is,
Yeah.
there ain't no welcoming in, there ain't no we here, we at step one, we in third base, there's, oh, you don't believe. Well, listen, I'm only dealing with women that are on this.
Yeah, she believes. She just
No, you're not listening. No, she don't believe, right? If she's double-minded, does she believe?
I don't think she ever was in this sort of thing. Like
Let's answer one question at a time.
Yeah.
Does she believe?
Yeah.
She believe in what?
I guess she believe in God. I mean,
No.
some people.
Well, once again, does she believe? See, so here's the problem.
Yeah.
Your concept of now what's belief, which we can switch modes and go into a whole different class.
Yeah.
Your concept of what is belief.
Does she follow what I follow? No. You
No.
know what I mean?
There ain't no follow what you follow. There's just follow the truth.
Yeah.
We got different opinions,
So what if she's into it, but she don't understand?
Into what?
Like what I'm doing. Like I look at classes and she'll sit and look at it with me.
Yeah.
And it'll be like that, but it's nothing like. Oh, it's different. You know what I mean? Because she never seen nothing like this before.
Okay. So that means that how far are you willing to take it before you understand that you have to prove her? So let's just jump to that one real quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to take you through steps, but remember your mind, you want these questions answered. So I'm trying to answer to them so it could be so basic you can understand the first start. When you keep coming in with different questions, it's gonna change the mode of the topic.
Correct.
Because I'm not going to be able to get a sequence of thought out biblically. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to know the first steps, the first step is to understand that the Lord will bring it based on your thought process. Meaning what? If you still accept those things in your life, this is where you're at when you get a double-minded woman. That's where you're at. You accepted that in your life. I'm not accepting none of that. So if I want to meet a woman and I talk to her, the first thing I'm going to ask her, does she believe in the Lord? Oh yeah, I believe in God. Yeah, worship God the Most High. Okay, let me send you this class. And she's like, well, I don't agree with that. Well, I understand that. I understand you don't agree. The end.
Yeah.
The end for me though. you got brothers that want to play with that. And then say, you know what? Let me give her a chance. Okay, give her a chance, but does that mean you got to hit? Does that mean you got to fornicate? No. So, you see what's going on?
Yeah.
What you put out, because once you fornicate, once you hit it, she open to you, you're open to her, you don't cut her off, she's still hitting you up, we just meet up, we just bone once in a while, but you know, she's really not into it, but she is, and it's like, wait a minute, you accepted the double mind because you're double-minded on what you believe, so you accepted that, now you are both one in a double mind.
I did.
So that's how it works. There ain't no
Between.
strategy, yeah, because you accept it, right? When you was a Crip, was you a blood, or was you both? You was one, right? That's how I gotta be with the word. Same thing now. Go ahead. Finish that.
Next verse.
Go from that, go to Tobit 86. We're gonna go to that one. Let me just hit these and then we're gonna swing right to that. Tobit 86, Proverbs 19. Tobit 86 and Proverbs 19.
John.
Go ahead.
Tobit chapter 8 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Thou madest Adam and gave him Eve his wife.
And did what?
Gave him Eve his wife.
So he gave Eve. Where are we at again?
Tobit chapter 8 and verse 6.
So I just want to establish this, that if you want a good woman, let the Lord give her to you. What does that mean? What does the Lord giving her to you mean?
Does that mean like you gotta stay the course, keep going what you're going, and then eventually it'll come? Because if you rush it, you just gonna rush yourself. Just like
Well-
with anything else.
Well, yeah, you're saying it, but you're still vague with it. Because you're vague with it. Like, don't rush it. What does it mean?
That she's agreeing with your mind.
Right? She's agreeing with your mind, or rather with the Most High.
Right.
She believes in the word of the Most High. And not half belief, but full belief. Right? The Most High bring a woman in your life like that. I'm going to say it again. You got brothers in the school. I'm not the only brother in here that's married. So don't play it like, well, that's you. No, you got a lot of brothers that's married in here that got women in here. Right? Now, yes, you got brothers that are still trying to understand how to apply this in their life, but nonetheless, you got brothers that are married that know how to perform this book in their life and hold the woman accountable. Right? So don't say to yourself, oh, you know what, is that possible that the Lord will bring you something? He'll put things around you, and you have to know what to accept, right? And how to transform, and how to renew, and how to refresh. Like, you're in our life, right? You stepped through that door, you came into our life. Right? We're in each other's life now. But you came to learn about the word of the Most High. There ain't no compromise. No matter how much brothers stand up in class and try to denounce what we go over, not you, but try to battle what we're going over, we're not hearing that. There ain't no compromise. We're never going to compromise with you. We're never going to see it the brother's way. Well, what about if I... No. Because when we look at brothers, we know their problems, we know their issues, we know that the Bible is not applicable in their life, no matter what they say. And that they can't control anger, they can't control pride, they can't control all these things. They have not yet applied the principles of the doctrine. So there's no way I can accept your argument that somewhere down the road, or you believe somehow. Your belief is shown by your action and by how you can apply this Bible. So that's how we deal with brothers when they come in. It doesn't matter what they come in with. You could be a 5%er or a Muslim, you could be a Christian. Guess what? We ain't yielding. That's how we deal with women. There ain't no, oh, I hit it. You know, she's thick as hell, so, you know, I had to do it. You know what I mean? And I put her, and she's now in my vicinity. She don't bring nothing to the table. She won't do nothing for the body. She's not charitable. Like, she's just a sex tool. That's not a woman. That's just a piece of meat that you pluck once in a while. Once we get out of that mind, then we know about a wife. Right? So what is it saying here?
Tobit chapter 8 and verse 6.
Uh,
Thou madest Adam
Right.
and gavest him Eve,
read.
his wife, for an helper and stay.
See, for a what?
Helper.
A booty call.
Helper.
No, I'm gonna hit that.
A helper.
Right, like, these women don't even help brothers. But, like, is she adding to your light bill? Is she adding to the body? Will she do somebody a charitable service? See, so you see why the way you worded it was perfect in the beginning. Because your mind has to change to what you call the old man and the new man, right? And knowing that, you know a woman is just not a hole to stick your pee-pee in. Right? Now, knowing that, you're like, okay, then what is she there for? Now you got to learn a whole different thought process of what women are for, not just for sex. And that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing because you're trying to do, marriage is longevity. Marriage is kids. Marriage is teaching those kids. And what are those kids going to learn? You see, so you're not just thinking in the moment. You're thinking, damn, if I have a baby with this woman, is she going to be 2 years from now taking them out for Halloween? So why would I have a baby with this woman? But the problem is that that's not the carnal mind process. See, so what is it saying? That the Most High gave her to be a help and a stay. Do you think of women like that? You think a woman is a helpmeet to you?
In some retrospective, but not all, not everyone.
No, I mean from your worldly mind, the old guy. Because you're transforming into the new guy. I know we didn't.
Even then, like someone
Yeah.
can help me do whatever, but they don't mean she willing to do that.
Right. I could get what I could get. Nah, man, I can't, bro. I'll die if they ain't. Bro, put it in 20 years and she ain't fully dedicated to me. I'm like, bro, that is a waste of life. So now I get this woman. She has to be a believer. She has to stand on the covenant and contract that we believe in. So does she believe she's a helper? Does she believe she's a stay? You see that? You see where her principles have to change?
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead.
As far as adding to your life, right? So you were saying, you can meet somebody and they still don't add to your life. Like,
You're not getting it, Aaron.
But
Then she's not in my life.
correct, I get that part. I
Then-
mean, but as
Then why is she an equation?
is she not?
Okay, then we're not talking about her. We're talking about the one that's ours. Like you're literally talking about you go meet a woman in a bar, at the supermarket, you go meet a woman online, right? You got to get in a conversation, huh?
Yeah,
Right. And when you get in that conversation, they're going to tell their mind, right?
correct.
And she says, listen, I'm the third angel, archangel next to Satan. You're going to be like, but you think though. Or you're going to be like, I'm not with that.
You'll pop the balloon out.
Yeah.
What's pop the balloon?
That's a little reality show they got there.
Oh, pop the balloon. Like, are you going to be like, yeah, you know what? Hey, listen, I heard you worship the devil and you're the third devil under Satan. But let's give it a shot. I think we can work through that. Like, you're not getting it. Like, it's not an equation. You're not in a conversation. You're not I'm done. I'm done with what else is going on.
So basically just get down and lay down.
If it ain't out, then what you gonna get? What are you gonna get? You should already know by experience what you're gonna get. Heartache, turmoil, you're gonna get a double mind, you're gonna get a woman's not dedicated, you're gonna get child support, you're gonna get all that. If it's not get down and lay down, then what is it?
It's turmoil.
It's turmoil. See, and that you see, I'm glad you keep taking me back to that point. But if you don't realize that point, that it's either that, then you're gonna keep playing around with double-minded people, unsure people, undedicated women. And then it's going to be the same thing, and you're going to ask yourself, like, damn, why I can't get it? Because you keep pulling those people to you and doing that and then acting like, what is the problem? Do you see that?
Yeah.
So here's the question. Do you believe there's something else besides that double mind, unfaithful woman, the whore, I'm just a booty call. Do you believe there's something else out there besides that?
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, that's what you need to be looking for. But like everything, like us, like you're a rare treasure. And I know you're like, well, I'm garbage. I'm saying the same thing. I'm garbage too, but we're still rare because we're willing to listen to our Father and do what He says. Yeah, we messed up too, but the difference is we're willing to recognize that we are garbage. You see that? The other ones don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that garbage. They're not humble. You see what I'm saying? So you being rare, the Father chose the rare things in the world. Why you keep looking for the common things? Right? You got to look for the rare things that the Most High told you is out here. That's why He said her price is far above rubies. You can't just get that from anywhere. And it takes you what? Have you ever seen the gold? People looking for the gold, they sift. They sift, right? They get the stuff and they sift through it and they looking through the gold and trying to figure out where it is, and then they don't find that. They just finding dust. And they keep trying to this whole cave till they find that one piece of gold or diamond. And that's how it has to be. What we do is what? We get the middle of the mall gold, or we search and we be like, I can't find it. So you go get the fake gold. You be like, I'm gonna just wear this. It can't be like that anymore. You see that? Go ahead.
Ain't nothing wrong Monday.
Go ahead.
Of them came mankind.
Right. Go ahead.
Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone.
Wait a minute. So if the Lord knew that you're lonely, right, you're burning, the Most High is going to supply the wants. See, the problem is when, right? Is it on your time or His? Because a lot of times He's like, you don't need that right now. Let's focus on the new you so you can attract the proper thing to you. And then you'll see that you reap what you sow. Right? What you keep putting out is going to come back. So a lot of times when brothers come in, what does the Most High do? And look, He's new, you're new. I bet you guys, if you sat down, one thing is common. The Most High stripped the hell out of you. He took everything from you. And you can say, we can argue if it was the Most High or your own actions, right? But regardless, you've been stripped to where you're like, damn, I ain't got a woman. I ain't got this, and this. Okay, I'm getting this stuff in order, but I still need a companion. And you're both like, well, what's up with this companion? See, and it's about patience when you're brought to a lower state for the Most High to renew you, for you to know what to choose in this companion. So this is all the process, man. But He will bring this to you. Well, how do you know what you got?
Test it.
No, you gotta be in the right mind to know. You said it in the beginning. Your old mind has to change to the new for you to know what is valuable. Right? What happens when you get that quiet chick? What happens when you get that calm chick? You know how many brothers be like, well, that's boring. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know you know. That's why I'm using your lingo. I know exactly. You know exactly what I'm saying. Because you're that guy that'd be like, yeah, she might be what they call bland, but she might be humble. She might be humble. She might be ready to listen. And you're like, yeah, but you don't swallow them. Exactly. See, the nigga, you see why you got to get rid of the nigga mode?
Yeah.
Because you won't even know what you got. That's why the Most High is like, nah, I ain't giving you a woman. You're going to pause for a minute. And He'll hold that because he can give you a right woman, and what you going to do with it? You're going to mess it up. Come on.
God, let us make unto Him an aid like unto Himself.
A what?
An aid like unto Himself.
You see the common theme in here? Like unto Himself. You get what you are. Right? You get what you are. You're double-minded, your rib is going to be a 10 times exemplification of double-mindedness, just to show you, look, you see how you're the same way with the Father. And you what? You hate it too. Brothers be hypocritical as hell. You like, why is she like this? And he's like, to show you the mirror exactly how you are, but you don't want to recognize that because you want to keep in your mode, but I gave you the woman to show you how you are. Go ahead.
And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister from
Right.
us.
Go from there. Go to Proverbs 19:14. Go to Psalms 128.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
House and riches are the inheritance of fathers,
Uh-huh.
and a prudent wife is from the Lord.
A prudent wife is from the Lord. So I wanted to just go on that stream of thought to remind us that all these things are from the Lord, right? But you won't know in how to identify what is of the Lord if you are not in the Lord's mind. You won't know how to identify it. It would be, it ain't my speed, she's cool though, but I don't know, but this, that, and you want something that's opposite. Go from there, Psalms 128 and 1.
Come on, Psalms 128 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Blessed is everyone that feareth the Most High,
Go ahead.
that walketh in his ways.
Uh-huh.
For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hand.
Thou shalt what?
Eat the labor of thine hand.
And that's what you gotta realize. You gonna eat what you put out. That's why I started out that. You reap what you sow. Like, brothers don't see that. If this man, you gotta grow up and realize this as a man. You reap what you sow, what you're putting out. The Most High put it like that so you can always examine what you're doing in the face of the Father. Because a lot of men don't examine. They just do like the wicked, presume they're right. Nah, you got to examine yourself continually. Go ahead.
Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee.
Go ahead.
Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine.
See, because you put out this into the spirit, right? She will be a fruitful vine in what? Not just kids, not just sex, right? What it tells us she would be fruitful in. Proverbs 31, we're not going to go there, but she'd be fruitful in all the qualities of the scriptures. When you're rotten, you're going to get a rotten woman. You're going to get a rotten man if you're a woman that's rotten. So, and that's what we got. That's why all these relationships in the world, they've been failing. I look at all of our black athletes, black movie stars, right? And 1 to 2 years. It's rare for them to last like Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's rare nowadays. 20 years. You know what I mean? It's rare to last like that because the principles are so far gone, right? Even on the basis of marriage, right? Go ahead.
It says, thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thine house.
See? Meaning that what? This woman will be wise enough, like it says in Proverbs 14 and 1, to establish your house. She'll be pillars to your house. She will build it. She will add unto it. We're not thinking of wives. The worldly version of us are not thinking of wives. We're thinking of women. Right? We're thinking of females. So this is just a whole different thought, right? When you meet a woman, you say, I'm going to be with her forever. We're not taught that. The funny thing is, the same thing I'm telling you, I was telling my daughter the other day. I was like, look, these young boys ain't thinking about, hey, I want to be with you forever. They think I want to touch you. I want to feel your skin. I want to touch those lips. I'm talking to Quata Shy. I'm like, they're not thinking, man, you know what? That's a sister that's righteous. They're thinking, man, I just want to be next to you. Because a lot of our families of the nation of Israel, they're not raised on the principles of respecting a woman. They're like, man, I want to hit this. And then the pornography age, come on now, that's deluded, defiled the mind of a lot of young men.
Right.
Even more than your generation. Yeah, because you up there, right? You 40-something, right? Even your generation is more defiled because of the pornography. So when they look at women, they see what? Semen on their face, They see threesomes. It's just, it's insanity.
I literally came across a podcast where the woman was telling men, don't marry the wife, marry the whore. This is what a woman said. Now, if you was one of them stumbling off the parents, you would like, oh wow, she was wholesome. She didn't have the yellow hair, the green hair. She didn't have the Freddie Cooper fingernails. She looked like a professional woman. And she was telling this panel of females, men should marry the whore. Because who do they cheat on the wife with? Like when you go to the woman that does all the nasty pornography thing. So this is her logic. This is the logic that's out there. That you're telling these young women to be the whore. You're telling the man to go get the whore. But the whore ain't the whore for the streets. Ain't the whore for everybody. So they done defiled the beauty, the sanctity of what that marriage, that union, that true friendship is. Because they don't have it here. They don't start with these principles.
We look, social media has made everybody a marriage counselor all of a sudden. I'm like, how the fuck Kevin Gates know about marriage? What's the other skinny guy that just loses it on everybody? Skinny, crispy dude.
What you talking about? Marlon. No, what's his name?
What's his name?
White.
Huh?
Charles White.
Yeah, that guy, like, you getting counsel from Charles. That is, but they literally are, that's feeding everybody's consciousness. Like, let's be clear, this ain't about me. This is about what the Most High is telling us. He tells us the proper road to map to deal with a wife. It's not about us, because we all are from that old mind, right? Yeah. If you left it up to me, I'd be a woman hater, right? When I was young, that's what I was. I wasn't messing around. Like my brother's rib told Shawashina when I first met her, she was like, he don't like women.
Oh wow.
Cause I wasn't playing. And I wasn't playing that at all. Like your ass to get dumped off quick. And she knew that. She was like, he don't like women. I'm like, she told you that? I didn't know until 20 years later. But that's the old man. That's the belligerent, the no balance.
Oh,
that's
man.
the brute, right? See, it ain't about that. You're supposed to treat you as your own flesh. See, but these principles are not our principles. They're the principles of the Most High. That's why we gotta go back here and understand what the Most High is saying, right? Go ahead, finish that.
Thy children, excuse me, thy children like olive plants round about thy table.
Right, and that's showing us the growth. Because, and we know olive plants, that was a common, like the olive tree, the olive plant, the anointing oil, all this was what we use and what we still use in Jerusalem, right? Well, we want to, right? They use it out there. They use a lot of our oils and things of that nature. They still use these commonly for a lot of things, yeah.
Aren't they allergic to the oils?
I heard that.
They can't use it.
I heard that.
They're not.
I was wondering if that was true though.
That is true. They
What?
can't use the oils that grow.
I gotta,
And the olives that grow naturally in Israel.
I heard
So
that.
that's why the Turkish say you're not Israel. How you go away black and come back white? You
Right.
are Israeli.
Right,
So they like. That's why every time they get in beef with them, they call us.
right.
You know what I mean? Because they can't stand on that.
All right, go ahead, read on.
Behold, that thus shall thy man be blessed that feareth the Most High.
See, do you see that? That's the common theme you're gonna read in these verses. You're gonna be blessed at what?
Feareth the Most.
The man that, behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth the Most High.
That feareth the Most High. You see, so it's not just gonna come like that. We don't get to smoke blunts and kill people and rob people and then be like, man, I'm gonna get me a nice Christian system. Like, it ain't gonna happen like that. Yeah, no matter how hard you try. Why? Because your thinking ain't even on that level. You won't even know what to do with it, right? One more, and then we'll go Proverbs 18:22. Proverbs 18:22. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22.
Go ahead.
Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Yeah, so it's a good thing, but you're going to get this if you fear the Lord. Right? Because we in the world don't even, you ain't looking for a wife. You looking for what? Some booty, right? A sex partner, a friend. Because a lot of us don't want to deal with commitment, dedication, longevity, the work that comes with these things. So this is the first step. We can't move to the next step unless you get this. Go ahead.
And obtain favor of the Most High.
See? And obtain what?
Favor of the Most High.
Favor. Now here's the question. Do you got favor of the Most High? You got to start gaining favor of the Lord, and then you'll start seeing these elements in your life will last longer. Right? Your kids will be the olive trees or the olive branches around the table. Your wife will be that fruitful bow. Right? So, go ahead. Where are you at?
Ecclesiastic is 13 and 15. Sorry, 15.
Okay, so let's jump to the so I understand where and how I'm gonna get a wife. I have to please the Father. I have to understand that I cannot think like the old man anymore, right? So read this. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 13 and verse 15. Every beast loveth his life.
Yeah, just like you was going to say earlier, what do they say in the world? They say birds of a feather flock together, right? And you know, sometimes we sit back and be like, well, I got this crazy psychodrama woman, like she switched up, she changed on me. Well, did she? She just revealed you what you like, because she can't be crazy by herself. She can't argue and fight by herself. It's really revealing, like the brother said, it's an exaggerated version of you, of what's in you. And deep down in your spirit, you still like the drama too. Because the good girl is boring, right? The book woman is boring. You like the turn up queen. Or you like the porn star. She tell you what she do with that mouth, you like, you want to go out with tea. Try to switch it up, but you know what your agenda is. You know what your ulterior motive is. And that's why we bring that to us, right? Go ahead.
Every beast loveth his life, and every man loveth his neighbor.
Right. It says every beast loveth his life. Like you're just like me. You're just like me. So you can't, when you say halfway, well then you have to examine yourself. Why would I be around halfway? In the streets, in the streets, you wouldn't play that, right? Halfway so. Nah, you gotta go back outside. You gotta go back outside.
The fake drug dealer.
Yeah.
You give him some keys, and he's like, I ain't really gonna sell this. I'm gonna snort half of it, and then you playing with that? Anybody playing with that person?
You're not real.
Hell nah.
You're not real. You're not thorough. You're not about that life. And you shut them down. You reject them. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So what kind of woman do you want? Well, it's going to be based off of who we are. What we're putting out there, read.
All flesh consorteth according to kind.
Right, and that's what these so-called relationship gurus will tell you. You know, the so-called tarot cards will tell you. You know, she's your opposite positive energy. She's your retrograde. No, man, it's literally what you are. She's a reflection of you. Go ahead.
A man will cleave to his life.
I said what?
A man will cleave to his life.
If not, please show me where the Christian and the crackhead are 30 years in. Show me that. Where is that? And don't give it to me while it's here. Not like America. America do it like that. I'm a Muslim. She's a Christian, but then he's got a sneaky link. She's smashing the mailman, but they take family pictures together good. You know, because we got property, so we can agree on don't give me the Will and Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, because they're doing the orgies and
open
relationships.
Yeah, not that. We talk about what the Most High ordained, where the two is going to become one flesh. Well, how could you become?
Some people call that happiness, though. See, that's how marriage has been warped.
Yeah.
Like Jaden and Will were were happy with their down low life. Entanglement. They were happy with that, right? Why are you judging their happiness?
Some people like it. And that's what you would get. That's what you get. So if we're really answering this question, then we gotta really do some internal examination. Am I putting out what I really want? Am I a reflection of what I want? Right? Go ahead.
What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb?
So you're a police officer and she's a cop hater? She's after the police and you're a police officer. Is that gonna work? No, because she's got to show up at the cop dinners, right? The cop co-workers will come over. What's she going to say? I'll mess with you pigs. Is that going to work? Like, we're laughing about it, but this is like, that's how we got to look at it. What kind of woman do you really want? Yes, you want that woman that's committed and submitted to the Most High? Prophet Diana, you will get that. Now, is that what you're putting out? Or is she going to tell you, like, I don't think you really believe, I don't really think you follow what you believe.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna see the hypocrite in you, and then she's gonna see the drama in you, the negative in you. We gotta look within ourselves. Finish it up.
So the sinner with the godly.
Read it from the top, verse 17.
What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly.
Right. I mean, none of us are gonna want to deal with it. I mean, in the truth. Okay, so you don't believe in God. Why? Why is it? You might even give her a why.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. But that's supposed to put the e-brake on. Let me slow this thing down. Let's see if we can agree on something. If I can get her to agree on something.
Yeah.
If she's that minded, well, I don't believe in God and nobody gonna change me, and you like, that really will, you're gonna be sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sadly mistaken.
Tyrone already did that. Right?
Yeah, that was it on that.
Go to Galatians 6 and 7. Go to Galatians 6 and 7. Then we're going to jump over to that, kind of what we're talking about right now. But I wanted to finish up this point on, you pull this to you. Go ahead, read that.
Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right, go ahead.
For he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Stop with all this. Why is she like this? Why is this happening to me? Bro, that's what you chose. You chose these things. So that's why it's imperative to understand to make the right choice. Now, that's what brings us here. Now that we know, okay, so I can't jump on the worldly man's mind, make worldly decisions, choose in a worldly way, and then complain about my worldly decision and be like, damn, why is it like this? Then complain about there's no good women out there. No, that's just what you chose. You pulled that to you, right? So go to that Ecclesiastes 6 and 7. Ecclesiastes 6 and 7. Go ahead, read that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Right, if you would get a friend. You know, I had a brother that is whoremongering, jumping from camp to camp, having had sex with women in the camp, tell me, oh, your woman is not your friend. We put the same scripture, and he said, your woman is not your friend. I'm like, Negroes are lost, bro. He literally, and he what? Dipped through the camp, sat in the back, got a young dumb sister in the camp, got her pregnant, had a baby with her, and they separated. Because nobody's listening to class anyway when we say 6 months and don't deal with it. They're not listening to that. See, that happened. But his mind was, she's not your friend. And that's the problem. That he doesn't understand that you were supposed to understand this individual before you start crediting them and giving them all this credit that she's going to be loyal. I mean, does that matter anymore in a relationship? Aaron, does that matter if she's loyal?
Con.
Well, what brings loyalty?
Being
Loyalty.
proven.
Huh?
Loyalty.
No. You're not Aaron, you're Aharon.
We both.
He's Aaron until you get a Hebrew name. You say what?
Being proven, you gotta prove yours.
No, but what is loyalty?
Pretty much being
Crazy, huh? It's
No,
crazy.
no,
You
no,
can't.
it's like we on the same level, but we don't betray each other. We
What
have
is
the same
loyalty?
understanding. Yeah.
Okay, let's look it up. Somebody look up loyalty. No, but let's go into this. What is loyalty? Because even based on that itself, like, nobody cares about loyalty anymore. And what establishes a person to be loyal? Right, what you got? No, Mark, what you got?
ChatGPT. Loyalty means staying true to a person, belief, cause, or principle, even when it's inconvenient.
Stop. So, principle. Well, what principles?
What you stand on.
Okay, but what principles? Everybody nowadays have their own principles. The street code is a principle. Right? The work code, I do, right? They got their own principles. See, this is why the world is dealt without the Most High. Because everybody got their own principles. What about the principles of the Father? The first principle that establishes righteousness. So when you say loyalty, yes, they loyal to principles. It could be the whole principle. Right? The street, don't ever trust nobody.
Or like yesterday, my emotions. That was something.
Right.
A lot of women, their principles was he's gotta meet all of my needs, take care and provide for all of my feelings and emotions. And then you be like, okay, and then now you're what? Already food for life.
Finish, Mom. What read that? What else?
That was it. Even when it's inconvenient or costly.
See? So, they are, I'll even give that to them. They are loyal to their principles. But their principles are what? Perverted. It's not based on the knowledge. It's not based on the wisdom of the Most High. It's not based on righteousness. So, think about that, bro. Like, that's a conversation to get in with a woman. What are you loyal to?
Shouldn't be like myself.
Boom. Now we talking niggerism. Let's go. Niggerism. You start talking all that worldly, like, I'm loyal to me. I'm loyal to my kids.
Yeah, and that just goes against the whole definition. It said, read that. It said,
Loyalty means staying true to a person, belief, cause, or principle, even when it's
even when it's what?
inconvenient.
And what we seeing a lot right now? These temporary relationships. Like you're up, I'm down for you. When things get a little bit challenging, or you're not in that same position, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I give you 30 days to get your job, or if not, I'm out. We get divorced. Like that's not a faithful, that's not a loyal, that's not a devoted friend right there.
And the only reason I pointed that out, I know we can go over the different principles, right? One by one. But let's just go with that word. If you talk up to a woman and said, man, let's talk about loyalty. Your mind would be blown. You know, I watch somebody in the world still trying to get in a relationship. I be asking brothers, I be like, so what she say? Because I want to know, because I'm not in that scene. I want to know how perverted and all, and where they be thinking from, and what are they basing all this on? Yeah.
It's gonna get real selfish fast, like super selfish. Because some people loyalty is only to themselves. Like they're loyal to only what they want and what they see in front of them. So
Now imagine you get with a woman like that.
I have before.
Exactly. We've all had before, right? But that's the point. So what is the Bible telling us to do? What's the step?
If thou wouldest get a friend,
Get it quick.
prove him first.
Get that booty quick.
Prove him first.
Get quick. Hit her quick. That way, if she is a demon, you like it's on her. Like she's a demon. So brother said I can, but you hit it. So you're partaking in that fornication because you didn't take the time to say, listen, we got to get to know each other, and that means that literally old school knowing each other. like talking and figuring out what's in each other's mind and what's your plan and what's really going on. What are you thinking about on longevity in relationships? And it starts out what happened in your last relationship? Why'd y'all separate? You know what I mean?
You ain't never gonna get to the truth. You got to
If you're here's a secret. Al.
Man,
If your woman never divulges to you the truth about her past relationships, she never was vulnerable and she's never gonna be yours. A woman should tell you all the dirt. Get all you should make them drop all the damn dirt because listen, when coming to Yahweh Shai, what do we have to do?
Confess our faults.
We have to confess and we have to bear witness we in the mire. Hell yeah, I want to know all of that. Because I want you to see yourself in the mirror.
You're ashamed.
Yeah, are you,
Or is
there you go.
Is that a card you might pull with me and you having a disagreement or things that is comfortable with you? Like, are you able to still go back to that part of you? Like that's what I mean. These are the kind of conversations. The loyalty part is so cold because when we make bad decisions and we realize that she's not loyal, who is that on? That's on us. That's on us doing what? Being hasty. The scripture says,
Yeah, get it.
go to Ecclesiastes 19. Because you quote it.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 19:4. Yeah. You quoted it. God, but I mean, in retrospect, I'm sitting there like, damn, I gotta say, I was like mine. Go ahead, read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 4. He that is hasty to give credit is like-minded.
I'm talking about like, not from right now, but just in the past. You know what I mean? In the past, how I would choose women, you know, and thinking I put them through the process. Actually, no, I didn't care. Because I was just getting what I wanted. You see, because that's what we was taught. You wasn't taught how to get a woman. This is why it's a good question. And the first step has to be proving her.
Yeah.
If you skip that, then read it from the top.
Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 4. He that is hasty to give credit.
What does it mean to be hasty, y'all?
Make a quick decision without thinking properly.
You make it an emotional base, or we didn't talk about it the other day. Impulsive.
Yeah.
Impulsive, rash. Right? She looks like she's a good woman. Really? Today? In today's day and time, if you still going by looks, I feel sorry for you brothers. With all of these guys going BBLs and transformer operations, you should be past that, y'all. I'm not saying you don't have your flavor. I don't say you don't have your taste, but you got to really understand what you're getting into. This is a lifelong commitment. It's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like the love connection.
Yeah.
We went out on a couple of dates, and it's supposed to be let's slow down.
We vibe.
Right. You know, we wasn't compatible in bed. Like that's what they're doing now. You're just whoring each other out, the men and the women. But it said what?
He that is hasty to give credit is like-minded.
What is it like-minded? What does it mean to be like-minded? Yeah, say it. Don't be scared. Yeah. We all was like-minded.
Yeah.
You got baby mamas? Huh? You hate her guts still? Well, you should hate her guts, that's what I'm saying. But you're in a child support situation, you were like-minded. That's brother, I had a brother pride right there. You don't want to point fingers at her, but according to the scriptures, you got somebody just like you. So can you really point fingers at her? You should be pointing fingers at, we have to be pointing fingers at ourselves. Go ahead.
And he that sinneth shall offend against his own soul.
And if you're not clear that your judgment, you credit people too fast, you'll keep doing the same thing over and over again to its destruction to your own soul. Y'all see that? It's very important that we prove a friend. First step, prove a friend. Write that down. Write that down. We tell brothers in here, and they get tired of that, man. Okay. All right. Then I guess you got to go through child support court, family court. You get to see a kid every other what? Like, who wants to go through that again? Who wants to go through that again? Who is he with when I'm not around?
Oh, wow.
That's not funny. Better hope it's somebody that has integrity. Better hope it's somebody that at least respects and treats your child with respect. Not going to be abusing them. But we don't have to put ourselves in that position. if we don't move hasty on it, not quick to credit. But yeah, that was it.
Well, Aaron, you was gonna say something.
Yeah, and getting that, what you said, out of her,
Yeah.
how you gonna get that out of her? Like you asking her a question.
I salute you for asking the right questions. Seriously.
Is this by gunpoint?
No, hey, no.
How you gonna get that?
Remember, well, it's what you thought you had, game. Remember, at one point we thought we had game, but you was the fool, boo-boo the fool. Like, how you get it out of her is conversating with her. Simple as that. You know what I mean? And not moving rashly. And time starts to also, because yeah, nobody is gonna give you all the information in it. Like you get with her and she's gonna tell you her address or social. Nobody's gonna do that. Let's deal with reality. That's why proving takes time. Christ is not giving us the kingdom because you came and sat down. He said, "He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved." So longevity reveals where your loyalty is.
So this like wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove type thing. Like you gotta.
You can
gotta
use that.
finesse it out of-
You can use that. You can use that, and we know in righteousness, we're not talking about misusing it, but we're gonna ask the right questions. Let's be real. You get in on the phone with a woman, y'all ain't asking the right questions. Yeah, you bro. I know when I was a kid, I wasn't asking the right questions. I know if I was to meet a woman now, I'm gonna ask the right questions. I'm not playing with that. You know, like we like spaghetti and we like the same movie. I'm asking you the right questions. You know, like how many boyfriends you got now? How many bodies you got? Like, do you think you got a psychological problem?
They're gonna get offended so fast.
Then they do. Then the Most High will bring an intelligent woman that likes to speak on that way. You know what I mean? What old girl told you, Shawab? What old girl told you? She said, we might not talk again, but she said what?
Oh, she was like, I just appreciate your spirit.
Bruh, Don't tell me it's not out there. You got a woman that's like, yeah, we probably won't even mess with each other, but what you're talking about is enlightening my soul. And you're not going to understand that till you get on that wave. And then when you get on that wave, you're going to be like, damn, I'm touching people on a whole different level. There's power in darkness. There's not power in light. Come on now. How many women, how many things you do in the world that perverted a soul? Cannot, on the right-hand side, the Lord do greater things? You got to stop with all the doubt, all the like it's not there. There was 8 souls that survived during Noah. That means his son, his 2 sons, 3 sons, and him. They had wives. Out of everybody on the earth, he was able to find 4 women. Come on. That's on every. So don't say, well, it's not possible. It is possible. It is possible. You change your thought process and understand the proper way to do things. What's that, Ann? Okay, yeah.
Right.
So if I don't Right. There you go. And that's where that Sarah and Abraham spirit, right? You can walk into the city and say, look, say you're my sister. We already on a level. I don't need, we can move with wisdom on a whole nother level, as opposed to what the world is doing to blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and relationships is what? They want to keep us separate, hating each other. I don't know you. You don't know me now. So we're finna get into this thing that we call a relationship. Well, we're gonna lay these things on the line. You know what I mean? How many times you been beat up? How many times you beat him up?
Yeah.
I mean, right? You know? Yeah, go ahead, Chad.
I think in relationships too, like, or in the beginning part of relationships, I think vulnerability allows for vulnerability. So sometimes I think like people go in and look to force somebody into a particular situation. Like me and you was talking the other day, and I was like, man, this is an art. I don't have to say something. I don't have to demand anything. I can just ask a question. You know, like so. Like in cases and situations that we get into, like I could literally just expose myself to her, and it'll allow her to open up to me. It's an art. You know, same thing with like if I wanted to find out if she was into the word, I'll just invite her to it. Like if she say no, then obviously she not into the word. You know what I'm saying? Like it's simple. Like it's an art. So I think in a lot of cases, like we have to calm ourselves down, slow down, not being hasty,
Right.
and thinking these things through and being patient with ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we could allow for being patient with others.
Yeah.
Like so, and a lot of and similar to like what was mentioned earlier with the doubt and uncertainty, typically those types of thoughts about everybody else stems from what you believe about yourself. Like you don't think you're gonna get these things because you know that you don't have that in you. So you're like, oh, that's impossible. That's not out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's not in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as long as it's in here, then I know I can find it out here. Because as you mentioned earlier, like the woman becomes my reflection. Like I'm a meter because I know what I'm building up in here. Like I'm gonna see what's happening in here. Like it's just like if I love BMW, you know, and I love BMW enough to be on the road and I see them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's in you. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is that you invest in, the things that you think about, the things you meditate on, you're gonna start to see those things. You know, so it's kind of like impossible not to see. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really not giving your heart to it. You really not giving your heart to it. If you start giving your heart to it, you'll start seeing art.
Boom. And that was right on point. Aaron, the first step is what you're doing. Like, remember, because this is a mental change. And I know that's why you're asking. Because there's a mental change. It's a whole different mental wave. Remember, you 40-something. So you got 40 years of mire, dirt. The Bible says dross, darkness, filth, right, on you. So, but the more, that's why you gotta write it down. You gotta study. You gotta go and look up the definitions, because the more and more you see it in the book, you're gonna start, it's gonna be reality to you the more and more you practice it. It's gonna work. It's going to happen, but you gotta believe. You know, I was just telling my daughter the same thing about marriage, relationships, and I know where I was in the truth as a young man. I didn't, no balance at all, and I didn't treat women like the Bible said to, but I had the Bible. So it's about the application. It's about you seeing this side and understanding that it does work. Do you believe in Yahweh?
Yes, sir.
Then that means stop saying stop using words like you do. Stop second questioning the Bible. If maybe my edification wasn't to your liking, well then say, well, could you say that in another way? But stop doubting the word. The word says what it says. It says he brought Eve to Adam, the end. That the Most High said it, that's what he did. Not one time, but more than one time, the Most High have done these things. So you got to say, okay, it's in there. It says what it says. Do I believe that? And that's what I was saying earlier. A lot of time, a lot of young cats get up in class and try to second question what the book is saying. That's why I was telling him the other day, because I be listening online sometimes, and I'm like, what's the point of this brother's question? Is he trying to literally disannul the Bible in front of everybody? So I told him, from now on, you gotta ask the brother, what's the point of your question? Is it to disannul the verse that just came out? You know why I did that? Because to show everybody, and to show the brother that's doing that, where's your head at? Because you came here to change. Stop second questioning the verse. Not understanding is one thing, but second questioning and making it seem like it's impossible or it can't happen, you gotta get that out your mind. You gotta change from that. Yeah.
Sometimes people don't want to hear what they want to hear.
Say that again?
Sometimes you don't. What you want to hear is what you hear. Is it what you want to hear?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I got a problem with making things work. If I can't make it, I'll forge it or make it happen. I had to stop trying to force things. Or if it don't go this way, I'm gonna make it go this way. You know what I mean? So in that, I had to stop and just let it flow, because you can't force anything. Just like water, you can't
Absolutely.
force it. It's always gonna destroy or cause more damage.
But Aaron, these principles, you ain't been here that long, but you've been here long enough. We continually go over. You know, when Kendu gets up, we've been telling him since he came to class, force not the force of the river. That's not what the Bible teaches. So that's in everything, relationships with a brother or sister. This ain't about force feeding people. This is about us dropping the truth. And now, you don't see it that way? Well, let's explain it another way. Oh, you don't see it that way? We explain it 10 ways? Well, I still don't see it. Well, then chew on all those ways, meditate on that, and one day you're going to wake the hell up. But it's not about, look, open up your mouth, you're going to get this.
Yeah, I had to stop doing it because it wasn't working. You know what I mean? So that's when I was trying to relate.
Yeah.
I had to stop doing those things.
Yeah.
Because I got used to them. And it became, I got complacent. And change, life, you can't stay the same, so you got to change. If you can't take the change, so people just stay where they are.
And then now you're dealing with another change, the hardest change, the spiritual change, you know, the way you think change, like Romans 12:2, real quick. And I know you know this one. I know you know this one. But just a reminder that when it comes to all these things, read that.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2.
Go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world.
Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
See, and that's the hard thing. The hard thing is that putting off the old mind. You're saying you want me to put off 43 years or 42 years of how I live and grew up? We get that too. We get that when brothers stand up is like, and they try to fight, they try to fight the change. We understand that. But I'll tell you this. Your arms are too short to box with God. You might as well just let go. Because you can't fight this change. You can run from class, you can stop your ears, you can do like Adam and Eve and go dress up for Halloween and act like you never heard the truth. If he wants you, he will drag you through the mud and like a dog and bring you right back to the truth. There's no escape. So, you know, we get it. The change is hard, but let's get down to the facts, how the Most High wants us to engage in these relationships in a marriage. Let me focus on that when it comes to this subject. Let me write it down. Let me get the information, and let me beat it into my head. It's like when you first learned Christ was black, right? And a brother showed it. I know when I read it, I was like, hell no. I was like, that's in the Bible? Like, you never know until you read it, and you're like, damn, that's why you got to study. You got to keep going over it. And what do you think we do? We beat in your head the same thing over and over and over and over so you can realize it's written. You see? So, all right, so first, one of the first steps is proving them. right? Not moving with haste, right? Knowing, or the second step is knowing what a righteous woman is. Because why do you move in haste? Because it's about women and not about a righteous woman. So do you know what a righteous woman is? Do you know what to base her qualities in? You see? And we don't know that. Right? Do you know what a wicked woman is? You see that? Did you didn't realize that you like a wicked woman?
I met more wicked women in the world than I met righteous women. Like you meet more of those. There's way too many of them out here. Then you get used to that sort of living. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to put that.
Yeah. No, I get it. But did you ever say to yourself, damn, you know what, I realized I like wicked women?
Yeah, I let something wrong.
Huh?
There's something wrong with me. I got used to this sort of person.
It's not you though. I don't let brothers try to single themselves out and be you're the only one. No, we were all. Why are we here? Who you think? Ex-blunt smokers, ex-drug head, dope heads, and I mean, I'm not saying them like he was a drug. No, you know what I mean, right? I'm saying that, well, bro. Yes, I was born in the truth, but I still sinned. I still was a drunk in the truth as a young man. So even that, you can't say, well, brother, you was born in the truth. You never sinned. No, we all, we're two peas in a pod, brother. We're just like you. So if he overcame it, and I overcame it, and he overcame it, and you got brothers around you overcoming it, sit down with Shawab, ask him, bro, when's the last time you had sexual relations? He just said it the other day, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
He was
2 years.
2 years. Why? Because he's controlling his inner man. Right? How many brothers to say, I'm going 2 years, or I'm going 3 years, until the Most High bless me?
Not too many.
Exactly. And is he bulletproof?
Not that I know.
No, I'm not bulletproof. None of us is bulletproof, brother. We're all what? Carnal men that deal with like passions, and but it's all of our heart that we want to what? We don't want judgment to fall on us. And judgment that we already been through. I've been the truth. I got one son in Albuquerque that don't want to talk to me. Because I told him, listen, don't, I was 4 when I was like, look, don't put off. You're going to wait till 30 to actually communicate with me? He didn't like that. He never talked to me since that conversation. I got another son in New York. He's still my guy, but he wants to stay in the city, right? He don't want to come to no boring ass Virginia and sit down, right? Y'all met him. He came to class that one time when we were in the house. So yeah, that was repercussions of having the Bible and not using the Bible. We all are there, bro. So don't get it twisted. You can overcome, but it's based on what?
How much I want to work at it.
There you go.
How much I wanna push at it.
That if you want to work at it, then you're gonna conquer it, right? Where are we at?
Romans chapter 12, verse 2.
All right. So back to my question: do you know what a wicked woman and what a righteous woman is? Aaron.
Oh, I don't know what a righteous woman is, but
There you go. You see, that's
pretty much pick up.
where you fail. Right there. You don't even know how to pick and say this sister has some qualities that are righteous, that are workable.
But I can pick a thought out of
The thoughts.
I can shoot the wind
You got the thought manometer,
Boom,
right?
boom, boom.
Thought. Go to Ecclesiastes 26, verse 1. So, you're going to go over this again and again and again and again. But this is what your barometer has to be changed to. Like, okay, this is the woman I'm looking for. Or you're not going to get all these qualities. Like I keep trying to tell y'all my story. I met Shalomaya. Shalomaya, she'll tell you, she was the ganja, she loved to smoke, get high, right? And I met her when she was young, right? But still, her demon was, I'm getting high, right? But the qualities, the humility, for me and the brother to be like, you can't smoke no more. You got to throw that stuff out. And for her to do it showed where she's at. See, but the problem is, the world, brothers, they don't put no standard on the women. The only standard is sex. Big butt. Me, it was like, okay, you threw the blunt out, good. Next step, you ready to give brothers rides? Right, because we did it in the world. You was like, it wasn't rides, it was what? You ready to get this train ran on you. But instead of doing it wickedly, we do it righteously. Hey, you ready to help support the body? So when I met her, I was like, no, you ready to help out? You ready to do good for the body? Because that's what the scripture says. That this woman, she would be, a righteous woman would be known by her charity. So I'm like, okay, let me see how much of this is in you. Because that's what Yahweh's doing to us. Shawashana, the same thing. Shalomaya, the same thing. Loyalty. Nobody, what happened to the pimp game in the world?
That's what I was saying. I was about
But
to
that's,
say.
no, but my point is that
It's reversed.
it's reversed for righteousness. Shalomaya was pregnant out working in the mall with Quadashai in her. And it wasn't like, oh, but she's pregnant, you got her in the mall. Hell yeah. Because why? We in the mall together. We working together. The problem is brothers don't want to hold their rib to no standard. Hey, show up. Nope. And what you gonna do?
None. You right. You right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Did I say too loud?
And then they expect them to just fall in and be like, you know what, get in line. They're gonna get in line as much as you push them. What did Shawashana say yesterday in class? She said when it comes down to the emotion, she said sisters do that based on their husband letting them do it.
Right.
It says what they allow. She knows that because her husband doesn't allow that. So it's each and every man on what you hold them to. Now, you're saying, well, that's the thing. Each and every man has their prerogative. Well, who do we learn from? Who do we supposed to be learning from? Okay, so what does the Most High do? You said it. Right? Because you can say, well, Kazaki, you had your rib in the mall, not me. I'm not having my rib do no work like that. Forget them all. Let's find out what standard and what are you going to show her loyalty based on? What proving process? And when you see brothers across the board, they got no proving process. It's just what? She shows up, we kick it, we lay back, we touch each other, we have sex, but there's no proving process to the Most High's work, word, duties, to the qualities of this woman. That's the problem, brothers. We don't know how to deal with a woman, brother. We don't know how. Go ahead, come on.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife.
Right, a virtue. So we're looking for a woman that has virtues. Does anybody even know, like, virtues? Like, right? I know you know. But do you know what to look for in this woman? So we keep saying it, yes, we keep beating the dead horse, but it's everything opposite of her physical appearance. So if you stop there and you say, okay, she looked good, but where's her head at? Right? That now you can get into real talk. Where's her virtues at? What virtues does this woman have? Right? Read.
For the number of his days shall be doubled.
See? That's why a lot of cats want to kill themselves young. You get stressed out, you get angry, you get ulcers. Why? Because you got to chase her. She still got friends in the world. You didn't know how to do that. You didn't know how to cut off the friends in the world. You didn't teach her the gospel. My rib knows, when my ribs, both my ribs know, sit not at all with another man's wife. You ain't got no friends. And that be a lot of brothers. They what? You still letting them hang out with their friends in the world. Yeah, he gay. Or you don't even know the part in the Bible where it says they leave mother and father. You still got mom and dad telling you, a grown-ass woman, what's going on in a relationship. Nah, my ribs I cut that off in the beginning. They had to run to me. All that, I'm going to mom and dad is in my relationship. Y'all living like white people. Hell no. They ain't got nothing to say about our relationship because they're not there. This is man and wife. You deal with your relationship. And if you want to counsel, by all means, if the father and the mother wants to counsel, they got to come with what?
The Bible.
They got to, if they sit down and be like, baby, you know what? The Lord says you got to be humble to your husband. Hallelujah, mama teacher. Other than that, they ain't got nothing to say in our relationship. So you got those two things. They hold on to the people in the world. They don't do like we're supposed to do, sever ourselves from the unjust. So you let them keep mingling themselves, and therefore the influence is what? Her Edomite girlfriend, her homeboy that's gay. That and then you're not realizing why she is never going to be loyal to you and your process that the Father told you to follow. She's never going to be loyal to that. So you got to do like the Bible says. What does God do? He says, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. He don't say, oh, it's all good. You can still hang around with them that be smoking. He's like, you're my wife.
Damn.
I don't want you hanging around with these ninjas no more. Get your white robes. Take off the thong. You're going to dress like this. You're going to eat like this. You're going to walk like this. You're going to talk like this. Yahweh don't just say, come in now. You can still be a Hebrew Israelite. Keep your pants sagging. Keep the blunt in the ear. You don't do that. So you nailed it. If we just look at the Most High, how he dealt with his bride, he said he bid us to the marriage. And we had to have the right garment clothes on. We had to be prepared. Most High is not like us. He's not looking at the outward appearance. He looks at the inward man. So if we start doing that with our ribs, then there's a standard that's going to be held. Now, from the beginning, if you're not the standard, you can't hold nobody to the standard. We got that out of the way, right? Because she's going to be like, you're a hypocrite.
Right.
You don't do it. You see that?
All right, go ahead, read on. A virtuous woman rejoices in her husband.
She do it what?
Rejoices in her husband.
Why does she rejoice her husband? Because she knows her duty to God, husband, country. She knows her duty.
God.
But when you get with them, you don't establish a foundation that her duties to the Lord. You're what? You're still on Uncle Game, YouTube games. So you're like, well, I got with her on, and I gave her the class. She just denied it all, and I can just 10 down. What do I do now? Because you know why? You don't understand how to structure and how to deal and how to change this woman's mind. Like, it's like, I done seen it. Brothers will fumble with it. They get with them and then they jump into it too quick because she did come to class a few times. Prove it, bro, she gassed you up. And it be happening to women too. Be doing it to men, be doing it to women. You have to understand what it's telling us. Go ahead.
And he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife.
Come on, in peace. It says the work of righteousness is peace. It tells us that God is not the author of confusion.
Right.
So if you still like confusion and you like her mouth and she's loud and disrespectful, then you're literally not looking for a virtuous woman. So if you say, you know what, I like a woman that got an attitude, then nigga, let's go to the next scriptures because this ain't it. Let's go straight to the wicked woman, right? What she desired, because you want a woman to run her damn mouth and be disrespectful. So, as you think, so are you. as you think you will pull to you, right?
God.
A righteous woman will bring peace to the environment. She's bringing peace to the house. That's what you're looking for. You're like, well, how do I get this black woman from being black to being the Judite princess? You see that? You got to hold her to the principles, right? And it can't be, does the Most High wave? Is he gonna all of a sudden, because you faked it, you were hypocritical, at the end be like, you know what, I know you was faking it the whole time, but Jesus loves. He's gonna do like the churches, we just get a pass. He said, no, I never knew you, you worker of iniquity. Yeah, I'm gonna let you cap the whole time, all the way through, all the way to the end, and then come back and say, yeah, I see you street speaking. I see you coming to class, but I never knew you. Because really, it was all for show, for you, for man, or whatever the heck. So, the Most High don't let us cap, and He holds us to this loyalty all the way to the end, right? Go ahead.
A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Most High.
And we know that. We keep reiterating that, right? It starts with us first. Go ahead.
Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Most High.
Listen to this. These are keys, y'all. If he be what?
If he be rich or poor.
It ain't got nothing to do with money. So all of them getting online talking about, well, he lost his job, I gave him this certain amount of time to get it right. Watch what it tells us. Read.
If he have a good heart toward the Most High.
You can lose your job. You can lose your house. You can lose your car. You ain't got to make 6 figures. Or you do make 6 figures. And she's what? She's not being the whole. Right? Whether you're rich or poor, go ahead.
He shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
Why? Because that woman is going to bring peace in the house. The Most High is going to give this man his heart's desire. Because why? He's doing the will of the Father. That's what this is about. Go ahead.
There be 3 things that my heart feareth. And for the 4th I was sore afraid.
Read.
The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude,
Right.
and a false accusation.
Read.
All these are worse than death.
Read.
But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
He's like giving you these 3 things, and he's like, man, but when you look at the grief of heart or a jealous woman, there you go. Now, why is this subject in here? Because you be knowing she's jealous, and you what? You be knowing this, and you know what the Bible says, so you lie to her. You hide things from the Bible, right? And you let and because you what? You just want to get in those cheeks, and you won't tell her the truth. So she got this spirit of jealousy, and you're not doing what the Bible says, casting down all imagination and every high thing. So now you with her, and she says what? Well, you knew I was this type of woman. You knew I was jealous. Now she telling you who you can't hang around with. Now, well, so if you're jealous and I'm a priest, that means that when a sister calls me for counsel, I can't counsel because you're jealous? Nigga, please. But this is the problem. Like, brothers don't understand the standard of Yahweh to hold them by and why. It's not a macho man thing. It's, you don't get it. Like, how am I going to teach somebody if you got the spirit of jealousy on you? Why is that sister always calling other times of night? Like, you don't see the sister's drunk. She's crying out. She's like, she's not worried about me. But if she ain't a spiritual woman and you don't bring her along with you, now you see why brothers don't take the mantle. Because they know they don't got the things around them to support them when they do have the mantle. They're like, I ain't got my rib is off, my kids are off. Like, why would I step into this slot? Which is the right line. You can't. Read. Go ahead.
And a scourge of the tongue, which communicated with all.
Now she's talking to you reckless because she got the spirit of jealousy, and you never assessed, you never broke down, you never destroyed that spirit of jealousy in her. You got to break that spirit. And then if not, what happens? It sticks around, and there will be a scourge of tongue. So, yes, do women have the spirit of jealousy? Listen, I got 2 ribs. Do you not still think my ribs are jealous somewhat? But they got a wrap on that. They got a hold on that. See? So, it's going to be work. It ain't easy. Go ahead.
An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro.
See, so are you looking for those virtuous things and quality, or are you looking for the one man, the one that's wild? I want the one man I can't hold down, like a yoke to and fro, right? That's the one I'm looking for. She's wild, she's uncontrollable, she's out in the streets, she still want to go to bars. I mean, are you seeing this, Are you seeing that? Like, it's a given standard that tells us of the virtues of a righteous woman and the qualities of a wicked woman, and be able to say, damn man, which one you want? The loud woman or the silent and loving woman?
Or the one that's in the streets, or the one that's like, yeah, like most of the time, most of these women want to live vicariously, bro. She want to play like she want to go to church on Sunday, but then on Monday, she be in a whole nother.
It's who you choosing, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to choose none of them.
Good. Good. That's real deal. Go ahead, read on.
He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
Yeah, you deal with a woman that is always argumentative, is always a problem. They always the scorpion, that tail does what? Right? Always want to snap back at you. Right? Always want to poke at you. Right? And you knew this when you sat down and went to lunch with her. Right? You knew this when she's on the phone and smacking like, yeah, nigga, we over here, we finna eat. And you're like, damn, she's sexy. Because her lip gloss is popping. You gotta say, damn, okay, all right, she's a lot as hell. Let me go ahead and let me go through the Bible and see what the Most High requires. Right? A loud, crying woman, or a woman that's more conservative, laid back. And I'm not saying that makes them righteous because they're conservative, laid back, but what you're doing is you're going through the checklist and saying, okay, I don't gotta deal with that. That's not a good quality. You see that?
Yeah, you don't want to deal with the quality of a woman.
Right, and by all means, you're like, well, so what are you looking for? Don't come with this perfect woman. This is not going to be a perfect woman. This is about you seeing the signs that are just way out of whack. Right? You seeing the signs that are way out of whack. She comes to you, man, with her titties out, right? And see through, she got see through. It should be a sign right there. Okay, she has no modesty. She wants everybody to see her breasts, right? Well, what are we doing? We're like, damn, that look good. You see what I'm saying? Do you see that? Do you understand?
Praying on her weaknesses.
What do you mean? What do you mean now?
Like if you know she's, you're not gonna tell her like go put some clothes on. You're gonna take advantage of the thing that you.
You say that old mind. You're just like.
I know it's wrong, but then I ain't gonna tell her to not do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? He's real though. That's it. And he's speaking from an old mentality. Yeah. Go ahead. See what you're saying.
I've been there because, even when I first started learning that I was a Hebrew Israelite and I hadn't fully accepted, I hadn't fully started restraining myself for the Sabbath, I would, like he said, able to point out. I didn't go for whores, but I could understand by talking with a woman where was her weakness, and I for my benefit I would exploit that.
I think we all.
We exactly, because it was all about the physical, right? So that's why we exploited it. Now, you can't exploit it for righteousness now. You can't take that and show them how to conquer, and you can destroy that. So that's why it's like, when you talk to me about, like, how is this possible to break a woman down? Yo, broke women down before for lesser things. Right? Come on, you know what I mean? We ain't clean in here. you broke them down for lesser things and made them yield to what you wanted them to do for wickedness. You can do it for righteousness. So check this out. The qualities of a virtuous woman compared to the qualities of a wicked woman, right? Go ahead.
A drunken woman.
A what?
A drunken woman.
Okay, now, you know she's drunk all the time. She smokes, she drinks, right? She's uncontrollable. And by all means, the sister might need help. Barakatayawa. We were talking about that the other day. Like, every woman ain't gotta be your woman. You ain't gotta, like, engage into a woman and be like, man, I went through the list and she's just wicked as hell. Okay, well, hey, get her to class. Hey, listen, I like you and all, but, you know, right now, you don't need a relationship. You need Jesus.
True.
You need Christ.
God.
Right? I know you don't have to be a jerk about it, but hey, look, let me hit you with this class. You might let her come to class and be like, look, I'm not messing with that girl.
God.
That's okay. Everybody that talks to a woman, you think, oh, she gotta be my woman. They be like, look, I invited a sister to class, that's that. It don't always have to be, oh, she's gonna be my rib. Right? Treat her like you pass out flyers. Hey, come to class.
She's my sister.
She's my sister, exactly like that. But a lot of times, this is what brothers do. Oh, I'm not gonna deal with her, so I'm not gonna give her the truth. That's cold-blooded.
Yeah. You don't really love her.
You don't love your nation.
You
It don't always have to be about a relationship. It can be, hey sis, look, I don't think me and you is compatible, but I want to give you something that's beyond me and you. You know, yeah.
Is that like circumstantial? Like I can't use you for what I need you for, so now I'm just going.
Well, first of all, let's correct this, because nothing you as a Hebrew Israelite should be thinking is using people for what they can give.
No, but I was going off the example you were saying.
What do you mean?
When you say, now she ain't what it is, instead of building her up, you just like, I'm done. So I don't really need to talk to her because I can't use it for what I want to use it for.
Yeah, that'd be the negative. That's a negative mind. You know what I mean? Remember, we're talking about two minds. Positively, knowing that you can give her over to something righteous and not have to worry about your flesh. Like, this ain't about me, let me give you the word. Now, on the other hand, if you're not in the right mind, it'd be the opposite, right? Oh, I don't, I can't get nothing for you, so I'm gonna just kick you to the curb. We have to check that mindset, right? It don't always have to be relationship. It could be, sis, you an Israelite, let's get your spirit right. Right? I know a lot of y'all, it's easier said than done, but it's really not. It's really simple as, hey, sis, you know what? At first I'm thinking relationship, but hey, get this Bible. Let's get this word. You know, I know a lot of things in your life will be helped if you go down this road. Check out this class. She might, you know how you meet a chick, you're not feeling her face? You might not be feeling her face. She might not feel your face. You can still give her the class, teach her, right? It's sad. Brothers are laughing, but everybody knows that. It's almost like I'm not dealing with her. So, bro, why aren't there more sisters in class?
It's like that with the vibe. If I ain't feeling her vibe.
We're a nation, y'all. We're a nation. Stop thinking that way. But let's finish these points real quick. We got 9 minutes. Go ahead.
And a gatherer abroad causes great anger.
Right, so a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad is a woman that's out and about, right? She always wants to be out with her friends. You gotta know what type of woman that is. Okay, she's not ready to settle down. She's still motivated by the carnal things about the club scene, being noticed. She still got that in her. So how am I thinking she's gonna be loyal to me and what I want? Right? If we were just to have a baby, if I made one mistake and had a baby with this woman, she might resent the baby. Right? You see, these things we don't think about. And then we do slip. Oh, wow, she's pregnant. And she's like, I didn't really want to have a baby. But now I got to take care of the baby. Now I'm angry at you because I got the baby. I'm angry at myself I'm angry at the baby. The baby look like you. I'm more angry every time. Right? So yeah.
I literally saw this video today. It's on YouTube. The police showed up at the door of this home, and the mother answered the door, and the police basically just was saying, "We're not here for you. We got a call. We're here to see about the young child that's here. The young child needs help, and we came to see if we can assist the young child with help." And they called the little girl out, and they said, "You stay in the house." They called the little girl out, and they asked the little girl, "What's happened? Basically, why'd you call?" Because the little girl called 911, and she was like, "Well, my mama choked me, and she said, 'Bitch, I didn't want you in this world. You're this, you're that. I don't need you." Basically, just despicable.
Yeah.
And the girl's like, "I'm scared." And she was like, "Can you go and get the picture out of my room? Because that's the only thing that gives me comfort in the house is a picture of my dad and my brother." And I'm like, golly. And they locking her up. And I'm like, yeah, but she's like, that child's gonna need like therapy. Like, she's gonna need to be built back up. Like,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah. That's why we gotta understand the job and the bigger picture is not our own little world. We get into our own little world and we forget how much there's sisters that you do meet that is just damaged and hurt. Everything ain't gotta be about poking everything. You know what I mean? Like you gotta raise your mind and understand our people need help. You know, and it could be a woman, it could be a brother. Like we do that with brothers a lot, but why you don't do it with sisters when you meet them? See, so just something to remind us. That's very sad. Yeah. What are you?
I learned that through the years of giving that flyer because there's this one sister. She works at the mall. She's an evangelist. She's been like this for like 12 years.
Uh-huh.
And single because she can't get a good man. But then I'm like, damn. But coming through the observation of how you're bringing it, like you're like, damn. You devoted this zeal, but not according to knowledge, to a church and to the so-called body and stuff. I'm like, that's a valued asset that would belong in the nation of Israel. Like when you understand that maturity of how you're bringing that out, like you're like, damn, that's a sister that needs to come to class, that should be coming to class to get on the right path to bring those type of qualities out even more.
Right.
Or she will tell you straight up, like the brother King told us. He invited the sister to class. It's not even somebody who's interested. It's an older woman, like an older woman, invited her to class, and she was like, "Well, wait, what kind of class y'all? Y'all Hebrew Israelites?" And then it just went totally left because she's not with what she says. We deal with that word virtuous. It's talking about your moral standards. Her standards aren't in line with the Bible. She says she believes in the Bible. When the Bible talks about order, a woman not over a man, she doesn't believe that. She doesn't subscribe to that. Now imagine if that's your flavor. Imagine that's your flavor. And you don't realize that her moral standards, I'm equal to you. In the sense of there's no order. She doesn't believe in order. We're not saying like she's a slave, we know that. We just talk about the order that the Most High established. Now, she's going to be fighting for that all the time.
Yeah.
That's what the scripture says. Many have run out of their wits. Yeah, for women. Like you out of you don't even analyze it the right way. You're what they say, you're going by the wrong head, and it puts you in a bad position. Like instead of slowing down and really analyzing and seeing what this woman, what she stands on. And if what she stands on, can you break that? Or she's going to be, no, I'm adamant. I'm not changing who I am.
Yeah.
You don't have to be there. Yeah? Or you could break, or if she's willing to be broken down, you could break her down. But in righteousness, right?
Yeah. Finish that. Come on.
And she would not cover her own shame.
Yeah. So imagine a woman that, like we said, the woman that likes to wear see-through stuff, that won't cover her own shame. Right? A woman that is not cared about, like her falling out in the street and being drunk and gather abroad, out and about. They don't care about those things, but you want her. So negative attributes in a woman. Maybe she needs to be healed. Yes, but does she got to be a wife? No.
God.
She don't got to be a wife, right? Go ahead.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks.
Bro, you know how she got that lipstick, how she got those eyebrows. She looking at you, licking her lips, and you like, damn, right? She look like an ice cream, right? And you know it. You can be looking at her, and she look into your soul, and you know it's wrong. The whoredom of a woman is known by her what?
Haughty looks.
Haughty is what?
So haughty, it says proud and disdainful just means lack of respect. It says having a high opinion of oneself with some contempt for others, lofty and arrogant,
Yeah.
excessive pride.
That's what this generation is, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these women are on that. A lot of these men are on that, right? The haughty, look at me, this is how I look good. Yeah, the conceited, right? Well, you can't tell me nothing. Yeah, I'm a baddie. Yeah, like I'm a 13, right? Yeah, 13.
Out of 10, limit.
This ain't a past 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. But hold on a second. My point in going here is to remind him you have conversational tips to examine. And you know she talks like this, you know she thinks like this, and you still go for it. Like the Bible gives us no excuse. He already gave us a diagram for you to say, okay, dang, this is off, that's wrong. You know what? She needs Christ, but not me being her husband. Right? So he's giving us a list. There's no excuse. You just got to go through the list and accept the list. Go ahead.
And eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless.
If she be what?
Shameless.
You know she's shameless. You know she like her ass out. Look at her Instagram. Look at her Facebook.
Damn.
Right? You know she's shameless. She ain't got no shame. Go ahead.
Keep her in straitly, lest she be abused herself through overmuch liberty.
That's a man and his daughter. Imagine if you meet that daughter. And she abused herself for overmuch liberty. And if you don't understand, abuse herself, the other scripture says she will sit on every quiver. That's a nice way of saying she's going to sit on any pipe and abuse herself with man. It's when we read down? Yeah, go ahead. I jumped ahead. Go ahead.
Watch over an impudent eye.
And impudent is what? Go ahead, Aria.
Rude.
What?
Rude.
Yeah, you know she's disrespectful and rude. You see how she uses her language. You see how she her speech is, and you're like, that's not even a red flag? That's not a red flag that she's the type to draw you into a fight because she's rude and disrespectful. She got no shame. She'll look at you in the eyes, right? Dead in the eyes. You know what I mean, look at you in the eyes. I mean, like, go ahead.
Bernie Mac, what's the move?
Go ahead. Do it.
What's the move?
Do it, nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing. Because you a punk, right? Go ahead.
It says disrespectful.
What?
Disrespectful.
Go ahead.
Or improperly bold.
See, improperly bold. There's a boldness and a strength we can stand on, but there's an improper bold. Go ahead.
It says especially towards someone who is older or in a position of authority.
See, check that out. Meaning they have no respect. They're the ones to usurp authority over a man. You see the tell signs? It's not rocket science, bro. They got the signs, they got the qualities. Now you have to go through and say, okay, all right, number one, don't be rash. Let me not try to get into draws right off the bat. We give our school in here, we give you a year's of change, right? 6 months before you even speak to a woman in here that's single, and another 6 months before you even think about it, right? That's just our little rule. You should have rule. He's 2 years. He gets it. He's like, I get the rule, brother. but the streets is real. You can't I gotta take time. Because these women, bro, they be lying to you. Right? When they transition at 12, they transition at 13, then what? Huh? You would never know because you what? You just jumped in real quick. Go ahead.
And marvel not if she trespass against
And
thee.
then you get what?
Marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Now you act weird when she goes against your wishes, your wants. She got you on child support. You talking like you don't know what's going on.
Like she changed. Nah, she didn't change.
She was always that person. You never examined. You never approved her. Right? I mean, this is simple, right? It makes sense, though, right? Go ahead.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
She's what?
A thirsty traveler.
Bro, this type of woman that's shameless, that's haughty, that's impudent, any man that gives her attention. Any man that gives her attention, she'll open up her what?
Her mouth like a
thirsty traveler.
Now, this is the Bible putting it in a nice way.
A nice one.
Right? Imagine a woman opening her mouth like a thirsty traveler in the water point.
Oh, they go.
What is he saying? She take any pipe to the throat, bro. She's nasty.
Yep.
So this is what it's showing you is like, and then that virtuous woman, you supposed to expect her to be a mother? This type of woman, this type of woman, you expect her to be a mother, a wife?
Sick. Hell. Kiss your children with that mouth?
But that's how we look at it. Then we get, it says we marvel when she trespass against us. We're like, what happened? What happened? Greed.
When he had found a fountain,
right,
and drink of every water near her.
Go ahead.
By every hedge will she sit down.
By what?
Every hedge will she sit down.
Now, you know what that means? Every hedge you will sit down. So you see that? That makes sense, Aaron? You can read the rest of this out and then come back, and if you got any questions on that, because it goes all the way through to all the way down, right? And it tells you more and more about a wicked woman. And then you go to Proverbs and read about Proverbs 31, and you can go ahead and weigh the two out. Wicked woman and a righteous woman. So you don't have an excuse. Right? It's simple. I went through it simple. When you meet a woman, prove her before you lay with this woman. Right? And proving her ain't she came to one class and she was righteous. Come on, man. When do you usually find dirt about someone?
Second, third year.
Huh?
Second or third year. If that, maybe 5.
Second or third year?
Huh? If that.
Anybody?
Sometimes longer.
Experienced ones? Any experiences? When do you find out dirt? Like, when do you start finding out about a person? Year?
When you live with them. Once you start living with them, you start finding out.
See, there you go. And by that time, you what? See, those things you gotta find out before you move in with.
She done OD'd in the bathroom.
Damn.
It's a trap.
That is OD in the bathroom.
It's crazy.
That's a whole nother level. Right? So, yeah, read those, and then if you got any questions, you can always come back, right? All right, that's it with class. We went into this brother's question, the whole class. Does anybody got anything outside of that? We're gonna get back to Zelda. Yeah.
This question might seem irrelevant. I just want to know.
There's no irrelevant question, bro.
No, it's more like about somebody's lineage. So like I'll read
I get you.
chapter 16, verse 1, and it talk about Timothy. His mother was a Jewess, and then his father was Greek. I'm wondering, was he Edomite Greek or just a Hellenized Israelite?
Hellenists. These were Hellenists. Right? Remember, go back to the basics and go back to, you go to 1 Peter's 1:1. James 1:1, real quick. First Peter 1:1, James 1:1. Then go to John 7:33 to 35. These are just some basics to remind you, right? Go to Romans the 11th chapter. Go ahead.
First Peter chapter 1 verse 1.
Right.
Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, to the strangers.
To the what?
Strangers.
Right. Everywhere we went was to Israel. The strangers what?
Scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia.
So what were these Israelites calling themselves? Bithynians, Asians, right? Well, where they were from. But who was he talking to?
Israel.
Calling themselves what?
Everything they were.
Asians. Bithynians. Right? We got to remember that. Read the next one.
James chapter 1 verse 1. James, a servant of the Most High, and of the Lord Yahweh Hamashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad.
Right. So this was Israel scattered abroad, because that was the promise from the Old Testament, right? Where it was said, "Ye are not the sons of God." In that land it would be said, "Ye are the sons of the Most High." Right? Okay, so go from there, go to
St. John chapter 7 and verse 35.
33.
Verse
St.
33.
John chapter 7 verse 33.
Go ahead.
Then said Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, unto them, Yet a little while am I with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me. And where I am, thither ye cannot come.
Right.
Then said the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles, and teach the Gentiles?
See, they knew that their brothers that were dispersed among the Gentiles, they would be in that mind state. And then when you go to Acts 2, it tells you where were we scattered in. All over, yeah.
But I was like, I figured that. It's just I wanted to make sure I'm right in case, like, I don't want to say the word faith. If I had to, like, if I, like, family worship, try to, like, see.
Well, these are the scriptures to have for them. That way you can show them that they knew, and then when you look up the word Hellenist, what does it say? Or, excuse me, when you look up the word Greek, what does it say? Is it Greek or Hellenist? It's both, right? Yeah, you look up Greek and you look up Hellenist, right? So, yeah, get it real quick. You said you wanted the ammo. This is just a little bit of the ammo, right? Go ahead. Finish it.
What manner of saying is this that he said, Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me?
Okay, so where will he go? Will he go to disperse among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? That's exactly what Paul did. He went to the dispersed that were among the Gentiles. And when he taught, who was all being taught? And Gentiles. All the other names. It's like now, we're on YouTube. Who we teaching? But who we teaching? There you go. We're teaching everybody, but who we out there for? But go to Romans 11. Go to Romans 11. And for what verse is it, Josh? What is it? No, it's it's Romans. Yeah, 12.
Romans chapter 11 verse 12.
Yeah.
Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world,
right,
and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness?
Go ahead.
For I speak to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles.
Go ahead.
I magnify mine office.
Right. Remember, we just read. Where was he going to go? Among the Gentiles, right? Go ahead.
If by any means I may provoke you emulation.
But I may provoke to emulation. Go ahead.
I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh.
See? So he was going among the Gentiles to teach our people and to provoke our people to the law, statutes, commandments, and righteousness, right? So this was at the people that were calling themselves what? Ephesians. Thessalonians,
Con.
right? Cappadocians, Macedonians, right?
Con.
These are all, remember, brothers don't understand, Corinth was a landmass. Thessalonica was a landmass,
Con.
right? That's a place,
Yes. Yes.
right? Ephesia was a landmass.
Con.
Philippia was a landmass, right? We think it like remember, the people, but they lived in that land,
Right.
right?
Con.
Because that's where we were scattered, right? To the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Go ahead, Ariel, what you got?
The Hellenistic in the Compact Bible Dictionary.
You got Hellenist?
Yes. Con. The word is Hellenist. Page 223.
Mm-hmm.
It says Jews who made Greek their tongue and often adopted Greek ideas and practices.
Right, that's why when you go first back to Maccabees, the first chapter, what did it say? Many Israelites consented to their religion, and they even uncircumcised themselves. That's a weird custom.
That's crazy.
That's a weird custom to put. Yeah, they would take they were like a prosthetic and put it over their penis when they were in the gymnasium to be like the Gentiles.
Right.
Like, you're uncircumcised. Look at me, I'm uncircumcised too.
That's gay.
Yeah, very gay. Yeah.
The word is called an epispam. Epispam. And it's it's a procedure you can literally get a reverse
circumcision. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was what Israel was doing, but that goes back to First Maccabees when they gave us the rule to not follow our laws, statutes, commandments. A lot of Israelites what? They're with that.
Yeah.
Right? Just like a lot of Israelites out tonight, they're going to be out there for December 25th for the 4th of July. It's no difference, right? What else you got? Grecian is the same thing? Right. So you read Grecian.
Grecians were Greek-speaking Jews of the dispersion from areas predominantly Greek.
Right.
They were Hellenes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You think Greek cats, everybody in Greece, you're thinking Caucasian. Right? So you don't understand, first of all, the first Greeks and Romans were who? Black people. Yeah, they were black people. And then the white man came there and what? Do what they do best. No, they steal your identity.
Right.
They're, what's the movie? Aria?
The Last Samurai?
Nah, the one that, he would take your identity. Is with the talented Mr. Ripley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would steal your identity and assume that he's just like you, right?
Come.
So that's what the white man does. He came out of the cave and he's everybody.
Oh yeah.
He's the Babylonians. I look at the cartoons. Everybody's Caucasian. I'm like, damn, that's funny. Because the damn Babylonians was black as hell. But they're what? They're white people. You know what I mean? The Israelites are white people. Everybody's white according to them. And we was just, I don't know where the hell we were apparently.
Yeah, black tenders.
Yeah. Anyway, you got that, right? Okay, so listen to what we just did. Take them to the definition. Grecian, Hellenist. Take them to the scripture that shows that we're the dispersion and it links together.
Right.
This was a Greek-speaking Jew, right? That's it? Okay, everybody say Shabbat Shalom, everybody online?
Shabbat Shalom.
We'll see y'all, Lord wills it, tomorrow morning. All right? And yes,